Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining from in the world today, and welcome to Live with Leila. My name is Leila Singh, and I am a leadership, career, and personal brand coach. My mission is to impact 100,000 people's career trajectory beyond what they thought possible. Why? Because I am passionate about helping you to realize what is truly possible for you when it comes to your career and your life. How do I do this? Through harnessing your leadership potential. I coach high achieving, ambitious, and driven mid to senior level professionals working in the technology industry for peak promotion, for peak performance, promotion, and a standout personal brand, all while showing up as the best version of yourself, what I call life leadership. And I'd like to welcome each and every one of you who is joining me live today or indeed on replay. If you are joining live, then please do hashtag live in the comments. Let me know where you are joining from today, which city, which country you are in. And if you're watching on replay, then please do hashtag replay in the comments too. And let me know where you're watching on replay from. Okay, I want to dive straight into today's topic because I have a lot to cover. And the topic of today is cultivating your professional reputation so that you can advance your career. Why am I talking about this today? Because when it comes to your career, your reputation is your most valuable asset. It's not just about what you do, but how you how other people perceive you and how you make them feel. And as well as that, the professional relationships that you build. And this is something I've talked about at length when it comes to your networking, cultivating your relationships. Today, we want to focus more on your reputation, cultivating your professional reputation because it is crucial for your career advancement. And yet, many professionals often undervalue this or overlook this aspect of their career. And this, as I said, is essential if you're wanting to advance up the career ladder. So, today we want to explore the importance of developing a strong and powerful in person personal brand. Not only that, we're going to look at the common challenges faced by professionals in the industry and look at 5 strategies to enhance your reputation for career growth. So, first of all, let's look at why reputation actually matters. What is it about this that has you wanting to be watching this today? And by the way, I invite you to take notes as well. So, number one, why does your reputation matter when it comes to advancing your career? First of all, it's that your perception is reality. So, people's perception of you, your perception of others enhances their and your reputation. So, what do I mean here? Your reputation shapes other people's perception of you. In other words, it influences their interactions and their decisions that they make regarding you. So, in your industry where roles are highly competitive right now, a solid reputation can differentiate you from your peers. In other words, a strong reputation, a strong personal brand fosters trust and it fosters respect, essential for leadership, for collaboration, and for career advancement. So that's number one. Number two is longevity of impressions when we think about first impressions. So think about what people say about you when you are not in the room. Why? Because this holds significant weight. These impressions last longer and can impact your career trajectory. So whether it's a recommendation for a promotion or a referral for a high profile project, your reputation precedes you. It's what people say about you when you're not around. So think about that, the longevity of those impressions you've created for others. Number three, why does reputation matter? Because of the emotional connection. Reputation is more than just a statement of like who you are and what you're about. It's about the emotional connection that people have with you and you with them. Because these feelings can evoke lasting impression for other people. And that's why it's important for you to really become aware of how you are showing up and the connections you are building with others. When colleagues, managers, or even clients think of you, evoking that positive emotion in them when they think about you can lead to better relationships, opportunities, as well as, again, the trust and the respect. Number 4, why is this important? It's important because of the alignment, both personally and professionally. What do I mean by that? Your reputation reflects your core beliefs and your core values. So think about congruency. You want to be ensuring congruency in the way that you make your decisions, the way that you sharpen your actions in the workplace and when it comes to your career. And these will align with your values and your beliefs. In other words, they serve as your roadmap in your career. And when you get clear on your beliefs and on your values, particularly your professional values, this is helping you to understand who you are and how you stand out for other people, what differentiates you, what makes you unique. And it also helps you to navigate then the decision-making processes when it comes to navigating career challenges and opportunities. So there's a lot to be gained from aligning yourself with your beliefs and your values. And finally, competitive advantage. Why reputation matters is about having that competitive advantage. Where people in your industry, in your field, are constantly striving for success, it really is imperative that you stand out, that you're top of mind for others who are making those decisions. So thinking about a strong reputation that can set you apart from your direct competitors. And it makes you the go-to person, be that in your team, in your organization, and even in your industry. It enhances your visibility and can lead to the career progression that you're striving for, as well as leadership roles. It positions you well and enables your growth. So there are a number of reasons why this is so important if you are looking to advance in your career. So now let's tackle why so many people undervalue this and overlook the importance of cultivating a strong reputation. Number 1, and I have this conversation over and over again with people, they believe it's all about focusing on their technical skills. So when people are struggling to get their next job or to get promoted, what's the first thing they do? They go and prioritize technical skills over the soft skills. So they'll go and get another certification or another qualification. And the challenge here is the belief of many is that expertise and performance alone will drive their career forward. And they often neglect the impact of interpersonal skills, the soft skills, building the reputation and the relationships with others. This is why this is so, so important. Another reason that this is overlooked is time constraints. We all have limited time. We all have the same time. But when we have demanding roles, finding time to work on cultivating your personal brand, your reputation can be challenging. And I get that. The immediate demands of projects and deadlines often take precedence over the long-term reputational building. Number 3, another reason why many undervalue and overlook building a reputation is lack of awareness. Some people are simply unaware of the significance of their reputation when it comes to advancing their career. And they may not realize how much their personal brand can influence other people's perceptions of themselves when it comes to being considered for that next opportunity or promotion. The 4th point here is the fear of self-promotion. And many people feel uncomfortable with self-promotion, mistaking it for arrogance, because they fear that actively building your reputation, talking about your wins, your accomplishments, the value that you bring to the table, can often be negatively perceived by others. And by holding on to this fear, it means that you're less likely to speak about yourself, to sell yourself well to others. Here's a question to consider, however. If you don't sell yourself, who else is going to do it for you? So you want to get comfortable with being able to talk positively about what you bring to the table, about your accomplishments and your wins. In other words, self-promotion. And finally, misaligned priorities. So why do people overlook building a reputation? Because they are misaligned in their priorities. In some cases, and this is so easy to fall into as a trap, it's misaligning your priorities to the extent that you focus on the short-term achievements rather than the long-term reputation building, and therefore undervaluing the strategic importance of cultivating a personal brand. So there are many reasons that you may be right now undervaluing or overlooking the importance of this. And there are additional challenges that can be faced when it comes to building reputation. So there are 4 of them that I want to share with you here. I'm sure you may have more. Do please share them in the comments. So number 1, fast-paced environment. Many industries today, there is constant change and innovation. So keeping up with the latest trends as well as maintaining a consistent reputation can be difficult. Secondly, high expectations. Mid to senior level professionals often have high expectations being placed on them. So trying to balance these expectations alongside your personal branding efforts again can be overwhelming. Number 3, siloed roles. And I've witnessed this a lot when it came to my career. So many roles can be siloed, which means that you limit your cross-functional interactions. And therefore, building that reputation outside of your immediate team requires deliberate effort. It's not an assumed, oh, it's easy to do and other people will come to me. You've got to be intentional about expanding your network and building those relationships outside of your immediate team so that people will get to know who you are, your areas of expertise and your experience, and what value you bring to the table. So when it comes to a hiring decision, you will be top of mind. And finally, the 4th challenge I want to share with you is remote working. Obviously, this has changed everything since the pandemic. And with the rise of working from home, remote working, building that in-person reputation has become far more challenging. Virtual interactions simply are not the same. They do lack that personal touch to be able to create the lasting impression. So you need to consider what it is you can do to get in front of your colleagues, your teams, your senior level executives, so that you can continue to build and nurture those relationships and have them have you top of mind. Now, the 5 strategies that I want to share with you today to build your reputation, your personal brand, which in turn will enable you to enhance your career advancement. So number 1 is be authentic and be ethical. Stay true to your core values and maintain high ethical standards. And if you're unsure how to even get clear on your core values, please do refer to my podcast where there is an entire episode about how to identify and create your core values that you can stand by when it comes to decision making. Why is this important? Because authenticity and integrity are key to building trust and respect in the workplace. So ensure that your actions align with your beliefs. Be congruent in the way that you show up and strive to do the right thing, even when it is challenging. Number 2, networking and building relationships. And for those of you who've tuned in before, you will know that I have talked about this at length on previous lives as well as in the podcast. So do, again, if you're struggling with this, go and check out one of the episodes about networking and building relationships. Why is this important? Because you want to actively network both within and outside of your immediate team and even possibly your organization. How can you do this? Look at attending industry events, join professional groups, and seek opportunities to collaborate with colleagues from different departments, different teams. Maybe join one of the networking groups within your organization. I know we used to call them ERGs, employee resource groups. If you have employee resource groups or something similar, maybe attend those or join one where you can then meet people outside of your immediate team. Building your strong relationships will enhance your reputation, will have more people knowing you, and you will be able to expand your influence. Remember, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you and what they know about you as well. That's even more important, because when they know all the good things about you and what you bring to the table, they can talk about you in a way that have people wanting to gravitate towards you, have conversations with you, and potentially hire you for that next opportunity. The 3rd strategy to share with you is seeking feedback and acting upon it. not only seeking feedback, but taking action as a consequence of receiving that feedback. So regularly seek feedback from your peers, from your mentors, from your management team, and use this feedback to improve your skills and your behaviors and the way that you show up. Obviously, you want to seek or to elicit that feedback from people who have your back, whose point of view you trust, and who you know want to see you succeed. So seek out that feedback, explain why you want to hear that feedback from them, what it is you're looking to do, and then think about how you can demonstrate that willingness to learn and to grow, because again, this will enhance your reputation as someone who is open to learning, to taking that feedback, and adjusting your behaviors, your actions accordingly. This will show you as someone who is committed to your growth and also adaptable in the way that you operate. Number 4, showcase your expertise. So share your knowledge, share your expertise. You could do this through public speaking. You can write articles and share them on LinkedIn, participate in panels or in webinars, maybe do a podcast interview. I'm always looking for great leaders in the tech industry who are wanting to share their career journeys, their expertise, challenges that they've overcome, and their story that can really inspire others to learn and develop and take action as a consequence of what my guest is sharing. So think about how you can position yourself, whether it is being a guest on a podcast, a webinar, as I said, or a panel where you get to be in front of more people so that they get to know you too. Write about your areas of expertise on LinkedIn, write some articles. People will then start to know who you're about and perceive you to be that expert in your field. You're positioning yourself then as a thought leader, and as well as boosting your reputation, it provides value to your network, to others. And finally, strategy number 5 is consistent professional presence. Maintain that consistent presence both online and in person. So if you are working remotely, for example, I invite you to consider going into the office at least once a week, maybe coordinate with others in your team or other people that you know within. It doesn't have to be your team. It could be just people who you get on with within the organization or the wider team, so that you have a group of you in the office and maybe arrange meetups there from time to time. So go for lunch together, just so you can have those catch-ups and that interaction, because it is difficult when you're working remotely to maintain your visibility and be front of mind for people. And also there's what we call water cooler conversations. You can gain so many nuggets, so much value from them that you wouldn't do just by jumping onto a Zoom call. So really consider how you can maintain your visibility and the ongoing professional presence. Check your LinkedIn profile, look at that, see what you can do with it to improve it, to have it popping when people land on your page, they want to read more about you. Also think about any, as I said, articles, or if you have your own website, something where you can share your value, your expertise, your achievements, share insights. Maybe there's an area of expertise within the work that you do that you can share insights on. You might take it for granted, but think about how it could benefit other people. In other words, you want to stay visible within your industry as well as across your organization. So people know about you. They see you as that thought leader, someone who has that value to bring. So as a recap, what are the strategies to building your reputation? And again, before I just recap on this, please, any questions you have on this, ask them in the comments below. I will respond to them. Even if you're watching on replay, tag me and I will come back and answer your questions. And of course, let me know which of these you are going to focus on developing and taking action on from today to build your reputation within your workplace or in your industry. Number 1, be authentic and ethical in the way that you show up in the workplace. Number 2, network and build your relationships. 3, seek feedback and, more importantly, take action on it. Number 4, showcase your expertise, whether that's through your LinkedIn profile, through conversations. Make sure that people know about you and what you are capable of. And finally, consistent professional presence. So remember, you want to be present, you want to be in front of people, both online and in person. So those are the strategies to building your reputation and ensuring that that precedes you. So it becomes a no-brainer when it comes to that new opportunity opening up, that you are top of mind for consideration for that next role. So would you agree from listening today that cultivating a strong reputation is essential for your career advancement? It's not just about what you do, but how others perceive you, and as well the relationships that you build. And by understanding the importance of developing your reputation, in other words, your personal brand, your in-person presence, overcoming common challenges and applying these efforts that we've talked about to enhance your reputation, you get to open up a world of new opportunities and possibilities, as well as greater success in your career. So as always, any questions that you have, please do pop them below. I will endeavor to answer them as soon as I possibly can. Tag me into them. If you'd rather DM me and want to have a chat about what we've shared today, then please do so as well on LinkedIn. But before we wrap up, a couple of things to share with you. If you found this useful and you want to hear more about how you can advance your career, then please do head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it and share it as well with others who can benefit from the content that I'm talking about here in my lives, as well as in my podcast that I mentioned earlier. All of the video podcasts are available there. There is, I think, over 150 now, as well as all of my weekly lives. So there's a wealth of content, as well as personal branding 101 and an other series of videos that I have recorded in there that can share with you insights and strategies to address advancing your career. So do check that out and do share it with others. And if you haven't already done so, and why not, do please download your copy of my personal brand playbook, an extensive playbook addressing the 6 core areas that I talk about on a regular basis, the 6 pillars of achieving a successful career and building that reputation. This is only one area out of those 6 that we've touched on today. This goes into depth. It provides you with a brand assessment so you can identify where you are right now, where you want to be, and the gaps that you can then work to develop. Not only that, it provides you with best practices in there that you can take away and implement immediately. So do grab your copy of the playbook if you haven't already done so. And other than that, I wish you a great rest of the week. Until next time, remember to harness your potential, to elevate your performance and strive towards growth. Pursue that next promotion, that next role, that new opportunity. What is it that you want to really achieve when it comes to your career? Remember, showing up as the best version of you and applying the strategies that I have shared with you today will propel you forward even faster. So until next time, do take care. And any questions, I said, pop them in the comments and I will see you same time, same place next week. Have a good day. Take care.